so today I'm going to be showing you how to draw a sunflower, and I'm going to just be using a black marker for the outline, and I want to keep this video short and sweet, so I'm not going to be adding color. Of course, you're more than welcome to add color to your drawing. So for those of you that are just beginning, you might want to find something round or circular to trace the center of your sunflower. I have a candle nearby, so I'm going to grab my candle. And I'm going to simply just trace around my candle. Keep in mind that whatever object you're tracing around, you may get some black around that object. So I'm using a washable marker so I can wipe that off later. So now that I have the center of my sunflower, I'm going to go ahead and add my petals. So to keep this really simple, I'm going to reference a shape. So if you use like a triangle or an upside down V, you could make some of your petals. So I'm going to trace my petals all around my flower, and it actually does look like a sun right now. But what's going to really make it look like a sunflower is adding that extra layer of petals. So I'm going to go around, and in between my first row of petals, I'm going to add another upside down V. And then to make it look more like a petal, I'm going to use a straight line and add that at the beginning of my triangle along the edges. And if I'm moving too fast, feel free to pause the video to catch up. All right, so now I have my sunflower petals. The next thing I want to do is add the seeds in the center of my sunflower. So I like to call this a little rainbow line. And it's just a little arch. So if you make these little arches, you can give that illusion or idea that there are seeds in the center of your sunflower. And this is my first drawing tutorial, so I'm gonna hopefully get the hang of these more. Not sure how long to make them, but I am an elementary art teacher in Colorado, and I'm doing this because like every other school in the state, we're shut down for the meantime. And I want my kiddos to have that chance to draw and learn some art while they're at home. So now I have my center filled of my sunflower. I'm gonna go ahead and add a stem. And to make my stem more interesting, I do want to just slightly curve that line. I'm going to come back and add a second line that matches it. We would say that that line's parallel, so they're never going to touch. They just curve together. And again, if I want, I can use that upside down V to make my leaf. Add my little line in between. Do the same thing over here, but I'm going to actually move my V up, and now I have my sunflower. So from this point I can add some color to it. This video is actually, I think the time is perfect, so I'm going to keep going. So I just want to add some color. I'm just going to use some crayon, and I'm going to shade in the center. Now sunflowers are really cool because they can have different colored centers. Some sunflowers have black centers, some have dark brown, some have light brown, some even have green, depending on the type of sunflower and when it was cut. If you see it at the store, that is. So I'm just coloring that in. I'm just gonna use a basic brown. Then I wanna go back, and I am gonna add some shading with some black. So I'm going to go around my edge and add some of that black with my crayon just to shade a little bit, make it more interesting. The more layers you add, the less white space you'll have. So it's perfectly okay to go back over something you colored because it's going to get darker and it's going to fill in that white space. You don't actually have to press hard on the crayon, which can break it. If you just go back over that area a couple times, it'll fill in that white space. So for my leaves of my sunflower, I'm going to want to use a yellow and a light orange. I may add some of my brown later on. Okay. So I have my yellow, orange, and my yellow, and I'm just gonna start, I'm gonna color around my petals. And again, if I'm moving too fast, feel free to pause this video. I was finding, so I did try a video yesterday and it came out to be way too long and I couldn't upload it. I spent like 4 hours last night trying to upload it, and then I finally said, well, okay, time for bed. So I decided to try again today, make it a lot shorter of a video, more simple, and you know, that's perfect because I don't think anyone really wants to spend 20 minutes listening to me talk. I'm sure you want to spend 20 minutes drawing. So, and I really hope you enjoy this video, and I'm hoping to make many more for you to learn from. So now I have my yellow, and I want to come back with my yellow orange, and I'm just going to color on the very edge of my petals. You know, sunflowers, they're a very beautiful flower. I've always liked them. My favorite artist, Vincent van Gogh, is famous for sunflower painting as well as many other paintings. Also, sunflowers are my favorite because they're like one of the few flowers that I can have in my house with my cats. So, I'm gonna add that orange all the way around. This is looking really nice. And this shouldn't be stressful. If you find this stressful, please stop, take a break, and let me know too. Give me, well, I don't think the comments, I'm pretty sure the comments are disabled on YouTube when I go to upload this. But I will be sharing this on social media, so if you find that, you know, something's more challenging or I should try something different that would make it more easier to understand, please let me know. All right, so I'm just about finished with my sunflower. I'm gonna add some dark green. I always like to blend the same colors, but a different shade of that color. So usually I like to use a lighter version and then a darker version. That just gives my sunflower more detail. And there you go, my sunflower. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and you found it easy to do. Like I said, if you missed a step, feel free to pause during the video, go back, check something out, and know that your sunflower is not going to look like my sunflower. The beauty of art is that everything is unique. Okay? Well, I hope to do more of these videos and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!